This is part 2 of the fork seal and oil replacement for dual chamber style forks. Please refer to part 1 for disassembly. Okay, now we're done with the outer fork tube. We're going to concentrate on the inner cartridge assembly. And now we're going to remove that inner fork cap from the outer and use the other part of our tusk cap wrench. Just go ahead and separate those. Thread that off. It's a little easier to push down on the rod a little bit, down on the damping rod a little bit, and pull that inner fork assembly out. Now we're going to dump the oil out of the inner part. Go ahead and pump the damper rod a little bit. Get all the oil out. Now's a great time to refer to your service manual one more time for the correct volume of oil and kind of oil for your inner cartridge. And we'll go ahead and fill that up. We're going to start pumping it. Get all the air out. You want to do it carefully so you don't squirt oil everywhere. Just run that back and forth a couple times, get rid of all the air. With the damper rod extended, let's go ahead and install the inner fork cap assembly. You need to push down kind of hard, get it started on the threads. We're going to use our fork cap tools and we're going to tighten that up. Make sure it's good and tight. Now we're going to pump that damper rod in and out a couple more times. Make sure it extends all the way fully by itself. Make sure the action is smooth, there's no air bubbles. If there is, we'll need to go ahead and redo that. Last step. There might be some oil that comes back out of those holes if you overfilled it a little bit. Go ahead and dump that out at this time. Now we're going to install the cartridge. We're going to install the spring guide if equipped. The inner cartridge assembly. Anytime you're working with your fork, of course, you always want to be careful so you're not scratching the sides of anything. It's always good to be careful. I'll go ahead and slide the outer tube up and screw it onto that outer fork cap. I'm going to put our fork back in the vise. Going to need our fork tool again. I'm going to push on the upper part of the fork, push out the lock nut, slide our wrench into place, put our damper rod, our push rod, back inside, thread our center bolt all the way down. Make sure that that lock nut is threaded all the way back onto the threads. And when you tighten this up, you can actually feel it after the lock nut bottoms out. It'll actually start to thread the center bolt onto it. Make sure it's good and tight. Now we need to push out on the upper fork tube, remove our tool, make sure that carefully slides back in there. Might need to guide it. We're going to go ahead and tighten this up. Go ahead and set your rebound back to where it was. Now it's time to put oil in the outer fork chamber. And of course we've referred back to our owner's manual again, our service manual. We know exactly what our volume is going to be, how much we're going to put in. Ratio right works great for this. You can tell exactly how much oil you need to put in. I need to take that fork cap back off again, the outer one. Slide it down a bit, slide that outer tube down a bit, and pour in our measured amount of oil. Makes it a little bit easier to lay it to the side a little bit so you can get the oil in there. We're going to go ahead and slide the outer tube back up, thread the outer cap back onto it. We're going to go ahead and tighten that up. Now it's time to get it back on the bike and go ride.